Hey guys, Crystal here from ChristaCoDesign. All right, so to crochet crab stitch, we are going to first start with a regular single crochet. I have to join my yarn, so I'm going to join it after my cut. And this is my little trick here for making a single crochet with my slip knot. Okay. So now, normally I would start crocheting this way. For the crab stitch, I am going to actually go the other way, which is a bit counterintuitive if you're used to crocheting in the correct way. So here I have my little slip stitch join. So we're going to ignore that, and I'm going to work into the top of this double crochet. So I will bring my yarn to my hook to the right and insert it under that, stitch like normal. See, it's twisted here around my loop, my hook a little bit. Gonna yarn over, bring that up and through, yarn over and pull through two. Now, I don't need to add extra stitches for the corners in this one. So I'm just going to put one in the chain one space, insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two. It'll take a few stitches for you to see, but you can see how once I pull my hook this way to the next stitch, how it's going to lay over the edge there. Especially in this color, reminds me a little of rope, coil. And I'm also keeping my tension fairly loose. Part of that's just crocheting a video. But part of that is the way you have to pull the yarn through, and then you're pulling it over. So definitely don't over tighten up on your tension for this stitch. It's kind of an elongated single crochet, you can see there, because it's being pulled to the right. So we just keep doing that around, and you definitely get used to it. So I'm pulling it down and the yarn is twisting, and that's okay. Oops, sorry, I split my stitch there. Oop, I only went through one loop. There we go. So when I'm pulling through, I'm kind of pulling out more yarn than I might in a typical single crochet stitch. So that's where some of the looseness in your tension comes in as well. All right, so let me get through this next corner and then we'll have a look at it and see how nice it looks. That's my chain one for my corner stitch. This is my last stitch on my border, so okay. So look how nice and striking that looks. Really neat texture. So I'm just going to keep going around and then I'll slip stitch and finish off here. Okay, so I've gone all the way around for my crab stitch border, and I am going to go ahead and do a crab stitch in this same stitch as my first single crochet, because it does stand out as different. And then I'll use my yarn needle here just to finish that off and hide any or mimic any indiscrepancies in that starting. Okay, so on my last crab stitch, I have cut the yarn and pulled through that last stitch, and I'm going to use my yarn needle to join here. And so here I'm going to go through, just kind of wrap it around just like the same way the crab stitch looks, kind of wrapped over, like I was saying, like a coiled rope. And I'll just wrap it a couple of times to make it look as similar as possible. And I'm not pulling that very tight. So there. That looks good. And then I'll just weave it away like normal. I went that way a lot, so I want to come back through here.